The first sign of rot came as a flicker on Ava's monitor, one gene sequence collapsing into static like a heartbeat skipping on screen. I told her to log it and forget it. Data corruption happens, I said, my voice thin under the hiss of the lab's air filtration. But she looked at me with that surgeon-steady calm that always scared me more than rage. "It's patterned corruption," she whispered. That night, I stayed late in compliance, pretending to finish quarterly audits. The glass walls reflected me into infinity. One honest woman, 100 ghosts. When Ava's access pinged after hours, I knew she'd ignored me. I opened the trace, one rerouted internal email, its header touring through an offshore proxy before returning to the local server. The sender ID? Mine. My stomach dropped. The AI monitoring leaks sometimes spoofed addresses for traceability, but in reports, not live headers, unless someone fed it a manual override. At 02:07 a.m., she appeared behind me, still in her lab coat, hair damped with condensation from the cold room. "You were right," she said, voice trembling. "The mutation set is fake. Someone's building a showcase cure." I tried to smile. "Then let me handle it through channels." She shook her head. "You are the channels." When she left, I found my access card gone. A trade I didn't see until too late. The hum of the server bay rose to a pulse. The soft clock started ticking. 7:40 a.m. Fire alarm. Sprinklers dormant. Just protocol testing. Through the haze, Ava moved like a ghost through glass partitions. Badge, my badge, flashing green. I caught her by the server vault, fingers flying across the keyboard. I hissed that you'd swapped our cards. She didn't stop. "Your login bypasses the firewall. I need root access." Security logs every keystroke. If they trace, they already will. "I found your email header." The words hit like a physical blow. My laptop's fan whirred, overclocked by panic. "I sent the data to legal," I admitted, a week ago, to force a review, but someone, rewrote my evidence. A monitor above us blinked, investor demo, 20 minutes. The soft clock glared. We moved fast. She slid me a slim drive disguised as a presentation backup. "Checksum's off," she muttered. "Someone changed bit strings mid-transfer." That was our second clue, though we didn't name it then. The forensic mismatch, proving internal tampering. Outside, drones floated near the ceiling, their red lenses sweeping. I pressed my palm to hers under the desk, our only physical contact allowed in this glass zoo. When the system beeped unauthorized transfer, both of us froze. She smiled without humor. "We're already in it." Sprinkler mist drifted through blue light, turning us spectral. I thought of how easily vapor hides a body. 8:09 a.m. The stage lights burned through the auditorium haze. Every surface gleamed with the company logo, True Genome, Healing Tomorrow. Ava stood off stage, laptop balanced on her arm. I hovered by the production console, heartbeat sinking to the server hum. She'd convinced me to go halfway, revealed just enough to halt the rollout without collapsing the funding. A surgical incision, she called it. But as the live feed opened, the system flashed lockdown countdown, 60 seconds. "They're on to us," I said. "Then we move now." I swapped inputs, she injected our edited data reel. For one sharp breath, the screen showed real genome lines, not the falsified cure rates. Then static. The feed glitched, red then black. In the chaos, I glimpsed a folder on the auxiliary drive labeled Trial B, my own handwriting in the file note. My blood went cold. Ava saw it too. What's that? Nothing, old backup. Of what? I couldn't answer before the floor supervisor pulled the plug. Security swept in. The demo canceled. Investors murmured. Somewhere the system clock stuttered. Surveillance logs desynced by 3 minutes. I didn't yet grasp that the timestamp drift, the unnoticed lag between feed and record, was the fourth clue, the proof that someone in legal had overwritten audit trails retroactively. But all Ava saw was betrayal on my face. "Did you lie to me again?" she asked, her voice cracking under the hum. "I was trying to protect you," I said. The lights cut to black. Only the emergency exit sign glowed red across her cheek. By noon, the news feeds called me the rogue whistleblower. I let them. It bought Ava time. 3 days later, she found me at the off-site lab, an abandoned clinic by the harbor where backup servers still pulsed faintly. The monsoon had broken. Rain clattered on metal vents. She stood in the doorway, soaked, eyes hollow. "You took the fall alone." "I had to. They'd trace it to your workstation next." On my screen, the real dataset rebuilt itself, line by line, genome by genome. The checksum aligned, corruption erased. I was about to push it live to an independent medical archive. She reached for the keyboard. "Delete it or lose me." I looked at her. This woman who'd taught me to trust patterns, now begging me to break them. "Then lose me." Her breath hitched. Then she sat beside me, trembling, and pressed the enter key herself. The upload bar filled slowly, glowing blue in the dark. Outside, sirens rose, then receded. When the data went public, the company collapsed within a week. I lost my job, my visa sponsorship. Ava lost her future grants. We took refuge in a small clinic on the outskirts, running genome screenings for migrant patients. The machines were old, their hum lower, almost human. Sometimes she still asks why I hid Trial B. I tell her now. It wasn't evidence. It was a backup I made in panic, proof for myself that I wasn't complicit. My guilt, not my crime. That's the red herring's truth. It fooled both of us because we both wanted to believe love could exist without suspicion. Every morning, we unlock the clinic at dawn. Sunlight slants through blinds, cross-hatching her hands as she powers up the sequencer. We never speak of 8 a.m. again. In the silence, I realize that trust isn't data integrity. It's living with the error in choosing to stay.